Okay, give me 1 second. Let me make sure we're on.
We need to start with some theme music.
All right, that'd be nice if we did have theme music, but we don't. But at any rate, I want to welcome everybody to tonight's hangout. Tonight we have a panel of superstars. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me make sure we're. Hold on. Let me mute that. Okay. So we have a panel of superstars here with us tonight that's going to share with you their stories at the latter part of the hangout. So again, we ask that if you are on the panel, that you please mute yourself out so we don't have any feedback. Or if you are a moderator or somebody on here, help me out, mute those folks out that have background noise. That'd be awesome. So we can have a clean hangout. So again, thank the person whoever invited you to this hangout here tonight. Like I said, we have a panel of superstars on here tonight that's going to share with you their story, their results that they've experienced thus far since being in DS Domination. But before we get into any specifics on testimonials and the results that people are having, because some of it may sound unbelievable, but trust me, it's happening. It's for real. But I have to give an income disclaimer because we are going to be making money references tonight. So I'm not going to read what this say, but basically in a nutshell, your results may vary. Again, these results aren't typical, especially for the lazy person that don't do any work. However, if you are willing to put in the work, if you're willing to put in the effort, these results can potentially be attainable if you follow our system. It's that simple. So again, we're not guaranteeing any level of income. You understand that work is required for you to be able to make the income that's going to be disclosed here tonight. But we're just going to show you real life examples and share with you real stories of what's possible if you come in and you get to work with DS Domination and the Unit of Prosperity. But before you get into that, I want to give you a little bit of overview about myself. My name is Reginald Stenson. I've been in the industry since 2005. I started off like the typical newbie does when you are in a new place, a big place, like the internet. I joined on the song where I have no idea how I found this person. I think it was Yahoo Instant Messenger or something when that was popular back then. And I struggled, significantly a long time for about a year or so following this person blindly because I was hungry to make money. We were in a tough spot. We just had got married in 2004. We had a son. We was living in a one-bedroom apartment. All that, basically just trying to survive. And I was looking for a way out because I knew that the path that I was headed down was going to keep us in poverty for a long time. We'd probably be working for somebody else for the rest of our life, living paycheck to paycheck for the rest of our life. So I found this amazing industry by mistake. I actually responded to an ad in the newspaper and got tricked into a Primerica meeting. And from there, great company, but from there I just kind of got addicted and looked for other ways to make money. But like I was saying, I was following this person blindly for, I guess, a year, joining different companies every single week just to make money. And then eventually, after a year, I guess you all probably said that's too long. But after a year, I discovered that this guy didn't have a clue what he was doing, right? Because he kept talking about what he's going to do. And when it all boiled down to it, he was not making any progress in his business, and he still lived with his parents, and he's like 50-something years old. So I decided, hey, it's time to change it up and find someone else that I can model myself after, someone that I aspire to be like. And from there, I joined another company, my first network marketing company. The other stuff was affiliate programs. But I joined my first network marketing company. It took me 4 months to replace my job income. Now, I didn't have a great job back then. I think I was working at Chick-fil-A, which is why I have on a Chick-fil-A sweater right now, hoodie, but you all will see that later on. But I worked at Chick-fil-A for a while, and it took me 4 months to be able to replace that income. I was making like $20,000 a year in this network marketing company, which if you know anything about network marketing, you know that most people don't even make that. So that was actually pretty good. Um, from there, again, I was the top recruiter in that company, not only in recruiting people, which is kind of typical and standard in this industry, but also signing up customers, which I think is something you really don't hear and see a lot of these days. But I actually did both of that. From there, I stayed with that company until 2009. Moved on, kind of bounced around in the industry. You know, we were doing anywhere from um, $40,000 to $60,000 a year for a long time. And I think the main reason why we were kind of stuck at like 40,000 and 60,000, which is decent for the most part. Again, most people don't even make that on a job, but you know, I desired to want more because again, our family grew bigger. So, but the reason why we were stuck at the $40,000 and $60,000 range is because I was trying to do too much all at one time. So, skipping, fast forwarding up to 2000, what's this, 2014? I guess 2012. You know, I decided to stop trying to be the jack of all trades and the master of nothing, and I decided personally that it's time to focus. And through that focus, we had our first six-figure year in 2012, and we repeated that. We actually made a whole lot more money in 2013, and up until this point in 2014, we're doing about $30,000 to $40,000 a month in this industry. Now, again, your results may vary, not guaranteeing any income, but you know, I had to work extremely hard to be able to do this. Now I tell you that to tell you this because some of you all are here for a variety of different reasons. Some people or somebody have invited you here tonight, and some of you all may have an excuse why you won't even get started tonight. But going back to when we first got started, guys, we were so poor that I literally had to pawn stuff to get the money to get started in the business because we just didn't have it. And through that sacrifice, you know, what's this, 9 years later, you know, I'm retired from corporate America. My wife is retired from corporate America, and we will never work for anyone ever again. Now, was it easy? Absolutely not. It wasn't easy. Okay. Could I have made an excuse to give up? Yes, I could have. But I had vision for my family, and I knew that this industry would give us a lifestyle that corporate America couldn't. And I'm not knocking anything about corporate America at all. I want to say that because, again, there is a place for that, and some people are just not cut out for this industry. But the lifestyle that I knew I deserved, I knew that this industry was the only avenue that would be able to provide that lifestyle. Again, like I said, I went from being a broke, burnt out, frustrated network marketer that jumped from company to company, thinking I was doing everything right, to becoming an expert in building an autopilot or automated income online almost effortlessly. You know, we've personally generated over $60,000 in the last 4 months. It's probably more than that. You know, it's just kind of a casual number, but 60,000 plus in the last 4 months from the comfort of my home. Now, here's the most common facts about people who join home-based businesses. Number one, if they don't they don't know how to market. It's really that simple. You may be an individual that may have been in this industry before, or you might be new to it and you are wondering or trying to figure out how you're going to be able to expose your business to the marketplace. How is everyone going to find you, okay, in the marketplace? Well, you know, we have a solution to that, and I'm going to talk about that a bit later. But the biggest problem that the people who are in this industry, the reason why they fail is because they don't know how to market, or they don't like recruiting, or they cannot recruit either, or they don't have a huge advertising budget. There's so many gurus out there that paint this picture in different companies, and this is not a knock, but this is the reality of what's really going on and why I really love DS Domination. You know, there's different people out there in the industry that paint this picture like they're making all this money, blah, 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 but they're not really telling you exactly how they did it. A lot of those guys have huge advertising budgets. They're driving all this traffic and stuff like that, and the average person that comes into any company is not going to be able to do that in most cases unless they have a good job, you know, coming into the industry. So because of that, because they don't have an advertising budget, they are doomed to fail. They've also exhausted their warm market list. Now we're in 2014, probably in 2005 when I first got in. Not many people were really into network marketing in the home-based business industry. But now 2014, especially with what's happening in corporate America, everybody is trying some type of business of some sort. And because of that, because of the past failures or the experiences that you've had in the industry, you may have exhausted your warm market list. So if you've done that and you don't have any idea how to market, where do you turn? And and sad thing is, most people won't ever make money in the typical company. In the typical company, this is not a typical company that you are hearing about tonight. But in a typical company, most people never make money. And personally, when I discovered that, through all the hype, through all the fluff that you may see out there in the industry, when I discovered that most people in most network marketing companies would make money, I began to feel uncomfortable. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. But when I found DS Domination, I'm just going to tell you this. I initially joined for self. I was like, hey, I'm tired of building teams. I'm tired of leading people and they not have a chance to make money. But when I saw how easy it was to go through the videos, I mean, they're straight to the point, no fluff, not super long, and I implemented that the first week, didn't even know what the heck I was doing. And to be honest, I've been in this company 4 months. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an eBay expert by no means. People think I am, but I really don't really know what I'm doing all the way. Okay, I just follow instructions very well. And because of that, I was able to create a profit of over $1,100 my first week. I was like, man, this is something I have to share with the world because, quite frankly, especially for you all that are watching, and this is what my thought process was, especially for those people that I've signed up for other businesses that didn't make any money. I owe it to them to share this with them because this can change their life. And you're going to hear about that later on tonight. So what if I can show you how to make money without recruiting? What if I can show you how to make money without begging your friends and family? What if I can show you how to position yourself in a recession-proof niche such as e-commerce, which people are always going to shop regardless of their financial situation? What if I can show you how to offer something that appeals to the masses, something that everyone understands? Everyone understands shopping. No one understands, or everyone does not understand juice, coffee, weight loss supplements, and all that. That stuff might be good, but everybody doesn't understand, and everybody won't appreciate that. But I'm going to share something with you tonight that appeals to the masses. I'm also going to share something with you, or we're going to share something with you tonight that will help you create right now money. We will also show you how to do something really simple and it's fun. And you're talking about eBay, which everybody understands that, if you say eBay is a scam, something is definitely wrong with you. This is $1 billion operation. And as long as eBay is in business, guess what, folks? You are in business, plain and simple. And I'm also going to show you, we're going to show you tonight, everybody on this panel tonight is going to share with you how you can get started tonight for only $20. You can barely go to the movies for $20. $20 doesn't even put most people gas tank on a half a tank. $20 decision that you have to make tonight that could potentially change your life. Now, is college really a reliable solution? That is an excellent question because here's the thing. Some people say, hey, I don't want to pay to make money, which is crazy. And those are people that probably have dead-end jobs. Let's be straight up. If you want to make great money in corporate America, what do you have to do? You have to go to college and you have to get a degree if you want to make $40,000, $50,000+ a year in income. In most cases, well, in all cases, I haven't seen anywhere else you can do that unless you're in sales or something. But if you want a really good job, you have to pay to make money. That's my whole point. Some of you all say when it comes to home-based businesses that you don't want to pay to make money, that's a scam, blah, 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 blah. And the reality is most people that say that are probably working dead-end jobs. And if you thought that, look at where you are right now. Think about it. If you did go to college. If you didn't go to college, would you have the job that you have now? More than likely you won't. So everything in life, if you look to live above and beyond what the people who are struggling are living, the people who are living paycheck to paycheck living, even with college, I mean, people graduate and graduate to be shackled by debt, like this picture is indicating here. But the reality is, if you want to create live a middle class and beyond life, let's just say that, you have to pay for it. Plain and simple, you have to pay for the education. The same rule applies in the home-based business niche, but we're not going to ask you for $30,000 or $40,000. I don't even know how much college costs now. I know when I was going, a 2-year degree was $30,000, so it's the 4 year is probably $60,000. I have no idea. Just to get a job and work for the rest of your life to pay off that student loan, that's what's going to be most people's fate that go to college. So is that really a reliable solution? That's something for you to ponder on. Now I'm going to show you proof that this system works. And again, we hear that make money without recruiting all the time. And I know, it might sound unbelievable to some people, especially if you've been in the home-based business industry or niche before. But believe it or not, this absolutely works. I was blown away, and I never would have thought that personally that I would be selling anything on eBay, especially at this time in my life. But I'm just going to show you that it works. Now, this is actually a screenshot from today. Now, if anyone, the people on here especially, you've seen earlier today, actually this was probably like at $2,000 earlier this morning. So literally, by applying what I learned through one of DS Domination trainings, which this one is the Monopoly product, my income shot up $1,000 today. Not in a week, not in 2 weeks, but you're talking about $1,000 a day without recruiting. I didn't have to call anybody, didn't have to beg, didn't have to do no three-way calling, didn't have to tap root. I'm not knocking all that stuff because it works, but I'm just showing you that if you have no desire at all to build a team, or if you don't want your income to solely be predicated on you building a team, you actually have a product here, or we have products here with DS Domination that you can use and apply to training and make money with. Great money. And like I was saying, income shot up $1,000 literally in a few hours. Here's proof of the sales that have come in today. This is today. I couldn't even fit all of them on the screenshot, but I just want to show you proof that this works. We're all about documentation here on the Unit of Prosperity team. We're not going to tell you something and not show you proof that it works. Also, the eBay side, couldn't fit all the sales on the page. Okay, we show you how to sell on eBay, and we also show you how to sell on Amazon as well, guys. And guess what? This all happened without recruiting. We're not even going to talk about recruiting income tonight. We're just going to show you and share with you that the product works. So if you've been looking for that perfect company, the one, of course, no company is perfect, but if you're looking for the one, all right, the company that really cares about is people, plain and simple. You want to be cared about. You don't want to just be labeled as a number. All right, you don't want a company just trying to milk you for money. This is the only company I've seen that the owners will actually tell you not to upgrade. Will actually tell you not to upgrade. Why would they tell you that? Because they don't want to create any financial hardship for you and your family. They don't want to create more debt for you. So if you're not able to afford the upgrades of the additional products that we have, just stay on the pro level, which is only $20 until you're able to. They're straight up, and they will tell you straight up, don't upgrade if you can't afford it. Plain and simple. You also, if you've been looking for a company that appreciates its leaders, this company appreciates its leaders. They take care of their leaders, and they just love everybody, okay? Everybody in the field. A company that real wealth is finally attainable. Now, we can comfortably promote something knowing that not only the people who have all this experience in this industry can make money, but most importantly, because the bulk load of your organization is not going to be some superstar guru. The bulk load of your organization, if you're building one, is going to be filled with average people. But we now finally have a company where average and ordinary people can finally obtain real wealth without all the hoopla, the fluff, the hype, without all the bull out there they can finally do it here. We can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's finally attainable here with DS Domination, a company that has the strongest community, which is the unit of prosperity. We are here as a unit, united with one goal and one mission, and that's to set as many lives free as possible. You are in the right place at the right time with the right team, and we have the strongest community in the industry, which I believe that we have over, I don't know, close to 4,000 people on our team in 4 months. Okay, we were probably like a few people shy, probably 50 people shy, something like that. I forgot what the number was. You also want to align yourself if you look for a company that is breaking records. And I'm not just talking about breaking records in regards to the amount of affiliates and all that they're signing up, but I'm talking about breaking records in regards to the amount of success stories that are being created. When you typically see something or you hear a company talk about breaking records, they're always talking about the number of people that are joining. That's all fine and dandy. But the question is, out of all those people who are joining that particular company, how many of those people are actually making money? I've never, ever in my life have been a part of a company that has so many success stories happen like this. And everything is not astronomically big in regards to the amount of money that they're making, but just to see people make progress. One thing that you have to understand, and I want to paint this picture, and that's why I'm taking my time with this, because one thing that you really need to understand if you are a builder, you're looking to build a team, you have to understand that most people are not looking to do what you want to do. And what I mean by that, most builders want to make a six-figure income. That's a given, all right? That's what they want to do. But most people that you bring into your organization, they just want to make an extra couple $100 a month just to supplement their income, or an extra couple $1,000s a month, or whatever the case scenario is. And this is the only company that I've seen, that I've ever been a part of, that gives you the tools and the resources to be able to do that, again, without all the struggle that they went through previously, with having to learn all these skill sets and all this type of stuff. If you know how to follow instructions, if you know how to copy and paste, if you know how to do a little research, guess what? You can do this. We have an 83% retention rate. Why? Because people are making money. A company where the average people can succeed in. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. You don't have to go through personal development. You don't have to do none of that to do eBay and Amazon, okay? If you can follow instructions, if you can copy and paste, okay, if you're coachable in that regard, you can succeed with this. You don't have to spend a year or 2 or 3 or 4 to develop skill sets to be able to be successful with this company. Again, that's why we are so excited about this here tonight. You also, if you've been looking for a company that focuses on providing value, not only do the company focus on providing value, which is a ton of value there, but also as a team here, we focus on providing value here as a team. So not only are you going to get the value from the company, but you're also, once you decide to join the unit of prosperity here today, we are going to give you value. What is some of that value? I'm going to share with you what it is tonight here briefly, because I didn't put it in the slides. But here really quick, there's companies out there that charge for certain things, such as a blog, which is fine. I mean, they have to get their money. But here, we're not here to make money off of you selling all these tools. We want to provide you with all the tools, such as a blog, such as a lead capture page, such as a training resource site that has training on there that's worth thousands of dollars. We give you all that essentially for free, if you want to say that, just by you becoming a member today. So if you are doing something else, which sometimes people are doing other businesses on the side, which is fine if that's what you choose to do, you can actually use the training that we have for any business. That's where you talk about value that you can apply to different aspects of life, not just this company, but for any company in that regard. And we just want to see you win. And that's what we focus on, providing value. And that's why, again, people are so excited about this team in DS Domination. You also, if you've been looking for a company that enriches people's lives beyond the business, what I mean by that, not just focus on the business aspect, but I'm seeing people, again, being set free. I'm seeing people finally be able to pay off cars. I've seen people pay cash for their dream cars. I've seen people pay off credit cards. I'm seeing people that were about to give up on this industry entirely and say forget it. Okay, and think about it. If they were to give up, what would they have went back to? Because the reality is, if you give up on this industry, you're going back to that thing you hate. Plain and simple. But I understand their frustration because there's so much fluff and trash out there, guys, and it's so many people out there that don't really care about you. You're just a number to them. And for us to come across a company like this, it is a breath of fresh air, and it has impacted and changed so many lives. It's unbelievable, and you're going to hear that here tonight from the people on the panel. So we're going to go into the second phase of this. I'm going to pass this over to Miss Valerie Mason so that we can hear some testimonials from the people who are on this panel here tonight. But before I pass it up to her, I would like her to share briefly what her story is, and then go ahead and shoot through the rest of the panel here tonight.
Hey everybody, thank you so much, Reginald. Again, my name is Valerie Mason with the Unit of Prosperity, and thanks for being with us tonight. My story is very similar to what Reginald talked about. I've been looking for a business for more than half my life, and I was in another opportunity before I joined DS Domination where I struggled for a year, and I was a dedicated soldier, and I did everything I was supposed to do, and I bought leads, and I went to events, and I did everything, and I just could not make a dollar. And so when I was told about this business, I was about ready to give up. But I said, okay, $20, I'll try it, and I didn't really take it seriously at first. And then a few days later, I posted my first item on eBay, and a couple of days after that, it sold. So initially, I thought it was kind of like a fluke. So when something else sold a couple of days later, I was like, okay, this is really happening. And I went on to the end, and that was October. That was the very beginning of October. And I went on to make $3,000 my first month on eBay alone. And I thought to myself, well, if I'm making money on eBay, what would happen if I just told a couple of people? And that's when I started to discover this one thing that's always eluded me, and that's residual income, where you keep getting paid over and over for the work you do one time. And I started to build a considerable affiliate income, residual income. And that's where I am today. It's amazing how things have changed in a matter of 3 months for me, where I was struggling so hard just to make one sale a month, where I'm making dozens of sales in a month, whether it be from eBay or it be from people joining my team. And that's been my success with DS Domination. And the team that I'm on, the Unit of Prosperity, what we offer our team is so tremendous, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. You know, you'll have the help of the training from DS Domination, but you'll have this community of people, 3,000 strong, who are there to answer your questions, to help you, to guide you, to provide additional resources and information that you probably will not get from the training. It's just coming from those of us who are leaders who have been in the trenches, and we're sharing it all with our team. And you talk about value, what we provide besides the team Facebook mastermind group, we also have a marketing site. And I've used those exact tools in the marketing site and the exact tools from the DS Domination training to build my business to something that's really going, it's probably going to make me retire. And I say probably because it still shakes me up to say that I'm getting to a point where my income is about to match my full-time job income. So to think that I might be able to retire from this job that I've just been in for forever and it brings me no joy is quite tremendous to me. And I have the DS Domination and the Unit of Prosperity to really thank for that. So that's my story. But you need to hear stories of these wonderful people on this panel that I've gotten to know, a lot of them, a lot over the last couple of months, and some that are pretty new, and some I've just been watching and admiring. And I'm going to start down the line over here with Mr. Jason Scott, the Mr. eBay Amazon Ninja Tactics guy. Jason, how are you tonight?
I am doing great, Val. How are you?
I'm feeling fabulous. So, Jay, tell us your story. How did you find DS Domination?
Funny story. That guy down there on the other end, John McKinney. One day, basically, I was looking for something for my wife to do it. In actuality, I wasn't even supposed to be doing this. I was looking for something for her to do, and I wanted to find something related to eBay because we had discussed it before, and it just seemed like it would be something easy to do, but we didn't know how to do it ourselves. So I found him on YouTube, saw his videos. I liked how he did it. I'm a marketer myself, but I'm on the offline side, so I handle like small businesses and stuff. So I could understand that he knew what he was doing online. So I decided to go ahead and sign up under him. Got the training. Now I signed up at the end of October, and I didn't even touch the program for like 2, 3 weeks. I gave the training to her. I don't think she did it because she wanted me to go through it and see if it was, good or whatever. And so finally in October, right before Thanksgiving, I actually took the program seriously. I went and watched all the videos, and literally by Thanksgiving, my sales had ramped up so fast, like it was just crazy. And I know you guys remember, like the first week of December. By the first week of December, I had an $800 day. The first week of December, I had sold like 2 items. One was for almost 1,200, another one was for 600, and I made a ton of profit off of those. And it's just been crazy ever since. Like I had a $2,000 month, and I mean it's just crazy, like how this stuff ramps up. You start off slow, and it just starts to build, and as you start to get these limit increases in the time that you invest into it, you keep listing. And I mean, this is all from a $20 program, and I've never seen anything like this. I've invested my money in countless things as far as investing in my business. And if anyone's ever started a business, starting a business is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I had to train myself how to go out here, and I had to have different products and different tools to be able to facilitate my customers. And to this day, I still have an overhead for my business. Whereas this business that I have now, my overhead was $20, and the money that I got to pay my CPA to do my taxes, because there's some extra money coming in. It's, for 2014, it's gonna be ridiculous. So,
Oh, Jay, I have to ask you something, because you said you've been in businesses before where you've had overhead and you had to learn so many things. If someone was completely new to eBay, could they do this?
Oh, definitely. I was new to eBay. The only thing I had ever sold on eBay before was an old cell phone, a couple years ago, and I didn't know what I was doing back then. And luckily I made it through it, but I didn't know what I was doing. Like, compared to this training, I sold my phone all wrong. If I could go back 2 years, I'd sell that thing again, probably make double the money.
And let's pause about this $800 day.
Yeah, that was a great day. That
And
was profit.
And how long were you in before you had the $800 day? How long had you been in DS
It
Domination?
hadn't even been a full 2 months yet.
Crazy. That's crazy. And so, why do you consider yourself the eBay Amazon ninja now?
Oh, well, you guys, I'm all in now. I fully upgraded. I reinvested back into my business. For the people, there's different levels of DS Domination, and I went ahead and invested in some of the higher levels because you learn how to make even more money. You can make great money at $20, and if that's what you want to do, you can stay at that level. But as you increase, the money that you can bring in and the opportunities that are presented to you are such on like a space age type level. Like when you get up to Monopoly, it's just like lights out. Our leader, Reginald, he was one of the first to get really into Monopoly, and you can see the results that he's getting now because of, as he's learned how to work it. So like as you learn how to work the different levels, the money that you can make in each level is just crazy. I mean, there's people in the group now. I just saw a young lady, and I don't think she's not on the panel today, is she? The big one today. Okay, can I talk about that one?
Yeah. She's not on there. I'm gonna give her a little shout out.
Okay, you want to give? Okay, I'll let you talk about her. But I mean, I see all kind of testimonies in the group, like daily, all day long, and it's just great seeing so many people that don't know anything about marketing online or marketing in general, network marketing, online marketing, whichever kind of marketing you want to call it, think of, people don't, it's not something that a lot of people know how to do. And these people are just making money, and it's constantly repeating, and it's just revolving around and around and around, and new people come in, and you're thinking like, okay, it's got to saturate at some point, but it doesn't. It just keeps going.
Thank you so much, Jay, for your testimonial. I see you rocking out there all the time.
Yeah.
And $800 a day, that's just amazing. Thank you so much for being with us. Next on the panel, Jen. How are you, Jen? Focusing on freedom. I love it. How are you tonight?
Doing great. Thanks, Val.
Thanks for being on the panel. It's good to see you again. So, Jen, your story. How did you find DS Domination?
I actually found DS Domination through a drip method. Somebody on this panel, even Miss Keisha, was posting everyday proof. Not just her proof, but proof from all sorts of people having their cha-chings, and so I just knew that that it was something that I needed to look at. So I was focused on something else. I put it off, and that was my biggest mistake. So when I finally decided to sign up, spend the $19.95 and click the button and set up my account and go through the training, I started listing items. I just followed the directions. Started listing items, had my first sale on eBay within 24 hours, and I was stunned. Because kind of like you've talked about, I did all the things, I did all the things. We learned great ways to do things, but it wasn't selling like we needed to. And here, you're going right into the marketplace and essentially just sticking a cup out into a waterfall of money that is just flowing. It's like we're looking at Niagara Falls in front of us, and we're putting a little cup out and just participating in a small way, and every day we're getting sales, and people are getting products that they may not have otherwise found. A lot of what we're doing is bringing value to the marketplace by actually posting products in a way that they can find them. There's so many items out there that don't even have good titles, so people can't find them. But now we can sell things that people are looking for. They just weren't able to find them before.
Jen, you touched on something. You know what? And Jay mentioned this, and I've seen you and I've seen your team, and you talked about seeing proof. How is your team doing?
My team is doing awesome. I just got a note from somebody right before the hangout. He said he's been selling like crazy the last few weeks, and all my people they get in, they get started, and they're having sales too. There's nothing magical about this. It's just copy paste, follow the directions, and get paid. I'm so happy to be able to share it with people, and that's why I do share it with people, is because they can make it work. It doesn't matter whether you've ever been online before. You can make this work. Copy paste or following directions. It's very straightforward.
Very straightforward. Now the directions, the videos, how did you find them? Were they difficult to follow? Did you find you had to take a lot of time to understand them? How was the training?
Personally, I went through the training pretty fast. But the great thing about it is that I actually go back through the trainings, and I always pick up on additional details. The first time you do something, you haven't done it before. So you're going to go through it, you're going to, take the action and go through it, and then once you've done it once or twice, you go back through that video, and you're going to pick up on different things. You're going to get different questions answered from, just taking the action and going through the process. So for me, I've gotten a lot of value out of the videos. I think they've been very straightforward, easy to follow, and obviously it's been working. On Saturday, I had a $595 day.
$600, huh? Okay.
Almost.
So, well, Jen, what did you do? What secret did you learn to generate $600 in one day? What did you do?
you know, it was just following the training, and I will be upfront. I do have the advanced levels of training, so I think that the supplier I used on this product was not Amazon. It was a different company that we talk about in the Unleashed product, and I used the strategies to get that income. I think it was like $363 on one item, and then I had other income come in too on different sales on Amazon and affiliate sales. So that was a big day.
That was an awesome day, Jen. Congratulations. And a disclaimer, results will vary. We cannot guarantee any sort of income. But for those of you who are seeing the value in what we have to offer here and what our team has to offer, there's a button right underneath this video where you can join our team right now. You don't have to wait to the end of this hangout. You can join us and get started now, and you can get on this panel before you know it as well. Thank you so much, Jen. It was a pleasure talking to you. John! Oh my goodness, this man right here, I never ever see him unless he's like putting people in the group. John McKinley, welcome to the panel. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, Valerie. How are you doing?
Good to hear from you. John, tell us your story. How did you find DS Domination?
Well, it was through Reginald. Me and Reginald, you know, we've been great friends for a while. So we've been working together, you know, for a little bit. But when he actually showed me the DS Domination program, I didn't even look at it the first day. I didn't look at it. I left it in my inbox on Facebook, and that was a mistake because if I knew how much I would be making my very first week and my first 4 weeks, you know, I would have started my first day. I would have ran with it. You know, I was able to jump in. I signed up, and my second day I started doing the training. It took me a couple of hours to go through all the training, and I actually made my first sale in 4 hours. Oh. You know, by mistake, and I had no clue what I was doing. You know, I never did eBay before. And one thing about eBay is my mom, she used to do eBay years ago, like 10 years ago. She was the type of person who would go to garage sales, find products from out the house, and list on eBay. And I would watch her. She would take these products and deliver them to the post office. So my mindset at that time was, you know, I wasn't going to do anything on eBay because I didn't want to go through the hassle of doing trying to sell a product, take pictures, and then send it to the post office. But this thing is so powerful, and once I made my first sale, I just, you know, stuck my head down and ran. I was able to make my first 4 days over $2,000 in sales on eBay, and my first 4 weeks, I made over $12,000 just drop shipping on eBay. So it is very, you know, it's very exciting. One thing that I can say that is really fun to do. So, you know, if you ever did something before online and you have to recruit, I mean, this does not involve recruiting. It's digital, but you don't have to. You can basically focus on your drop shipping and make the money that you deserve. And the thing I love about home-based business is that there's no limits on how much money you can make. You can make dollars if you want to. If you can make it 500, whatever you want to make, it's up to you. And that's what's so special and powerful about DS Domination.
Wow. Okay, got to back up. So your first 4 weeks, $12,000. That was profit?
That wasn't profit. That was actually sales, but 60% of that was profit.
So you're talking about over $6,000-7,000 in profit your first month.
My first month, I had no clue what I was doing, and I really didn't expect to make that much. And once I knew that I could make that much, I just cranked it up even more. And it's well over that amount right now. I've been at DS Domination for about three months and 2 weeks, and I broke the 5-figure mark my second month, and now I'm just cranking it out. And all I did was follow the instructions to the DS Domination training.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Now, there's something you said that I also said was that I didn't take it seriously at the very beginning. What would you say to people who are looking at DS Domination now and they're thinking, this is not really a big deal. It's 20 bucks. What can I possibly do with 20 bucks? What could I learn?
Well, I would say you have to take it serious. I know some people may think that you can't, there's no money to be made on eBay. The one thing that you have to realize is that eBay is in the top 10 websites in the whole entire world. So that alone tells you something, that this is a Fortune 500 company that gets tons and tons and tons of views. So what the training does is it teaches you how to become an expert.
Mm.
Your items in front of all that traffic. So if you're thinking about, okay, I don't know if I could do this, just think about this. If you can follow instructions, if you can copy and paste, and you heard this term across the board, copy and paste, and it's really that easy. Just copy and paste, follow the simple instructions, you will be successful, and that's just straight to the point. And you have to take action. You have to become an action taker too. So if you've been looking at joining DS Domination for a day or a week or a month, you have to start. And as soon as you start and you take that action, follow the training, you will see success.
Wow. John, thank you so much, and it's such a pleasure to actually speak with you. I see you all the time. You're such a busy person. Really appreciate you being on the panel tonight. Thanks a lot. Who's here? Josh Jacobs.
I appreciate it.
Hey, Josh, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Valerie. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for being so patient. I know you may have to run. So, Josh, DS Domination, I see you doing amazing things, but what brought you here?
You know what? It kind of just fell in my lap, actually. Somebody introduced it to me, and I said it's $20. I spend more than that to park in downtown Chicago. I say that on every hangout because I don't think people understand $20 is it's such a small cost. But so I just decided to just take a look at the back office. I wasn't even planning on doing anything. I just wanted to look at it, and paid the 20 bucks, got in, decided to try it out, and sold a product for $105 profit. Basically the same day. I mean, it was like I listed it probably 10 p.m. and I sold it the next morning. So for $105 profit, I paid $20 the day before. I paid for 5 months of my membership with my first product.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that happens for everybody, but it happened for me, and I know it happens for a lot of people. And pretty much from that point forward, I just said, I like this. People can do this. People don't have to recruit to be able to make money. Most people don't. Most people can't even recruit and make $100. So the fact that I was able to make $100, without recruiting anybody so quickly, just told me, okay, this is a business that I need to build. And I hopped in and I bought all the products and I started promoting it as an affiliate, and I continued to sell on eBay. And I'm digging into the Monopoly. I started digging in the Monopoly training last night just because I can't sit here and see Reginald making $1,000 a day and not do anything about it. So I started digging in last night, and I've already found some products that have sold for insane. I mean, insane. Even if they're low profits, just have sold for the most, 1,000,000 times over and over again. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I know I'll be with, Reginald soon, having those $1,000 days. But, it's been incredible so far. I mean, I'm 21 years old, I'm a college student, and I sit at home on my butt and make money while my friends are out working crazy hours for, half that amount of money that I'm making. So I absolutely love it. I love the UOP. The value that we bring, I'm repetitive. I know everybody already said this, but the value that we bring is just so insane. And, even just hearing these first 3 stories, it makes me want to rejoin, just listening to how incredibly, how incredible people are doing. And I mean, $7,000 your first month drop shipping on eBay.
Crazy.
And that is incredible. It's unbelievable.
That is great. So, Josh, $105 profit in less than 24 hours. But you said something that you're a student. So you're not just doing this only. You're actually in school and you're spending hours at school, you're attending classes, you're studying. So how much time do you dedicate to the business? How much time do you have to dedicate to make like $100 on one item?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a full-time student. I go to school 12 hours a week, which is considered full-time in college. I am a real estate agent, and I pretty much just use my spare time to, I mean, I'm kind of online, you know, in my spare time anyway. I'm messing around on Facebook. I'm just, you know, searching, you know, $5 million properties to motivate myself. And in between that, I just, you know, I list on eBay. I do my product research. I do a little bit of marketing for the affiliate side. And, you know, just, I mean, after a little while, it becomes natural, and you can put in, you know, 30 minutes, an hour a day and get, you know, enough done to create an incredible income. But in the beginning, I would put, you know, 3-4 hours a day into things, and now I'm down to, you know, just pretty much sitting online and maybe doing a half hour to an hour of work, and I'm up to about $4,000 a month in average, you know, average income with the residual and everything that goes into it. And you know, I mean, I couldn't be happier, obviously.
4,000 a month. You know, I think the average American income is like $35,000 a year. So what you're telling me is that for a few hours of work, you're making income. You're making more than the average annual salary for a family. So that's incredible.
I was sitting at my house on Friday. No, I'm sorry. On Thursday, I was at class all day, and I came home and I just had a bunch of email commissions. I made $800 in a day. It was the most incredible thing. And then I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead. I'm just happy. I'm excited. You know, and that number, I mean, that $4,000 a month on average is just, you know, it's growing exponentially. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind. I set a goal that by the event in April, I want to be at $10,000 a month, and I know that I'm going to be able to do it. I know that I will do it, and I know that all you guys are either there already or will do it with me.
Awesome. Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much for that awesome testimonial. Work in school and DS Domination, and you're making more than a lot of us are doing in 1 year. So that's incredible. Thank you so much. Again, guys, all these income disclaimer, I don't know what you're going to make. I don't know if you're ever going to make any money because we don't know what your work ethic is. However, for those of you who are ready to push it and see what you're made of, there's a button down there right underneath the video for you to join our team for $20. And look, just hear the testimonials about the return on investment people have had. $800 days, $600 days, you know, $7,000 months. It's crazy. And next year, Mr. Excitement. Ah, Carrie.
Okay, I was actually getting Lakeisha on, and I think Jay said he was going to jump off real quick. His daughter's acting up. So Jay, if you can give that space up, you know, cause she's banging down my Facebook right now. Let me in. It's full. Let me in.
Yes, we've got to get Lakeisha on here. And Lakeisha is someone you personally sponsored, Carrie.
Yes.
Talking about, you know, it's not just the people who are sponsors or your leaders or whoever you want to call us who are making money. These are our team members who are coming out here and like Terry said, they're like banging down his Facebook wall trying to get on. She wants to share her story. But before we get Lakeisha, Mr. Excitement, Carrie, thank you for being on the panel, and tell us, how did you find DS Domination?
Well, I found DS Domination and by way of Reginald Stenson, but you know the thing is, you know, Reginald had already said, you know what, I'm tired of, you know, my team not winning, and he decided to move on and do eBay. You know, and I said, okay, you know, go ahead, do your thing over there with eBay. I really didn't pay no serious attention.
Yep.
And I said, you know, I'm your friend. You know, I've known you for about 8-9 years. I'm gonna give you a mercy sale. You know, I'm gonna give you a mercy sign up. So I said, let me sign up with you just in case this little grandmama eBay thing does something. Let me just sign up with you, you know, just in case. But my mind wasn't focused. You know, but you know, I tell you what, for people on Facebook, you begin to get focused when you start seeing status updates you know, from a friend of yours, and those PayPal messages kept coming and coming and coming. I'm like, what the hell is he selling? He's doing little screenshots with his phone. You know, you hold these two buttons together and you do like a selfie screenshot on your phone. I'm like, what is he selling? And I said, okay, I might need to take a look at this. But you know, I know Reg. You know, Reg could sell water to fish. You know, so I really didn't. You know, it was his scope of expertise. But when I started to see average people, and he started showing me average Joes, people with no background. They've never been in mom and pop this. They've never been in ABC that. They're new. Their eBay account is new. Their PayPal account is new, and they're making sales on eBay. I said, this is not no little grandmama thing going on here. So I decided to take it seriously, take a look, because, you know, there's one thing when sometimes you're in a company and you got blinders on and you're so hyped up about that company, but you're broke.
Yep.
Being hyped up and broke.
It's a bad combination.
Bad combination, because let me tell you, you know, you get friendly reminders to quit. Yeah, you know what a friendly reminder to quit is? It's one of these things in the mail. It's called a bill. Okay? It's called a bill. Okay? They come on the 1st, the 15th, you know, sometimes on the 23rd. Okay? You get friendly reminders that, okay, I got to pay this bill, and my home business is not making me no money. I may need to do something different. And that's when I decided to say, you know what? Let me check it out. My mom sold on eBay back in the day. I know I could do this. And I really thought I was going to be having to do like what Jay said and what John said, was pack stuff up in boxes and go down to the post office. But I said, well, you know what? Even if I had to do that, and I'm making the type of money on eBay that all the panelists is making, what's a little trip down to the post office? But guess what? We don't have to leave to go to the post office.
Nope.
We drop shipping, and let me tell you, when I got my first cha-ching, now, cha-ching disclaimer. That's what I'm going to call that. I just made something up. Cha-ching disclaimer. Okay? I'm going to give my cha-ching disclaimer. Okay? I did not cha-ching in the first 24 hours, first week, you know, the first 5 hours. None of that. It took me 2.5 weeks because I was on the slow bus. But I knew, following these videos, step by step, I would cha-ching. And when that first cha-ching happened, man, I was on it like butter popcorn. I was on it. I was sharing this thing. Me and my wife were fighting over the cha-chings. She got it on. She got the app on her iPad. I got it on my Samsung Galaxy 4. You know, and we're just going at it. My wife is picking out stuff. She says, "Hey, list this." I said, "What about that? I don't care about that. That don't look good." She says, "Don't worry about it. I'm a woman. I know what I'm doing. List it." Man, you know, I list what she told me to list, and next thing you know, I woke up in the morning, cha-ching. I said, "Yo, it just so." She said, "No, I told you. You need to listen to me more." So I listen to my wife a lot more now.
I bet you do.
Because guys, if you're looking at this panel, call it a clue. You got women down here that are killing it. Okay, they're killing it. So I listened to what my wife said to list, and it's been heavenly sent. But it's not about me, because I can recruit. I'm posting stuff on eBay, you know, and it's cha-chinging. But when I said, you know what, my spirit finally got lifted, because if you're in a business that takes you sponsoring to make money, and this one here doesn't, you know, but people choose to share it because it's just so easy, and we know the journey of the broke of what everybody else went through. Why not share this? Okay, so we share it because it's so easy for a non-recruiting person to make money. So why not share it to the non-recruiting person so we can bless them? So I was so happy to be able to bless the people in my team. You know, my team members tell me, "Man, you know, the Patriots lost. That was my team. But guess what? I still won because I cha-chinged 4 times while the Patriots were losing." I said, "That's what I'm talking about." Even in your loss with your team, you still won. Okay? My other partner, he was listing an item, and he cha-chinged twice while he was listing the item.
Wow.
He's listing, and he gets 2 cha-chings back to back. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Okay? I mean, guys, we are going flipping cha-ching crazy. We're not talking about affiliate stuff right now. We're talking about cha-ching, eBay. It happens. And Lakeisha, who's about to come up, okay, she's been with me through this company, that company. Guys, if you're tired of dragging people that still trust you with this amount of trust, they still trust you this amount, this is your salvation. You can say to them, I know we've been in A, B, C, D, E, F, G, L, M, N, O, P. I know we've been through all these companies, but this one right here, if you give me this amount of trust, $19.95, you can cha-ching. And I shared it with Lakeisha because I know what she's been going through, and it's been a utmost blessing.
Wow. Well, they don't call you Mr. Excitement for nothing.
Well, guys, I gotta say, man, I gotta give a shout out for the Unit of Prosperity. This team, the Unit of Prosperity, and at any time you get tired of laughing at my jokes and seeing my shiny bald head, click the link below. Okay, watch the little 7-minute video that breaks all of this down. But we got people in our Facebook group. Just quick shout out. I mean, we got Kiki Kerr. Okay, she just got her first elite sale. She just was listing. She listed something 5 hours ago. It just cha-chinged. Okay.
Wow.
Another person, 17 items sold. Okay. You know, come on, guys. We are changing lives in this eBay thing. It's no longer your grandmama's eBay. Okay? This is new age eBay. Don't leave your house. Don't stack up the boxes in your house. No driving down to the post office unless you want to. You can still do that traditional type of eBay, but guess what? You can do that traditional type of eBay smarter with the knowledge that's in DS Domination, and with the Unit of Prosperity, the affiliate side, off the chain.
Thank you so much, Kerry. As always, a pleasure, exciting. I'm going to talk to the 9-to-5 job slayer over here, Mrs. Keisha Bass. How you doing, Mrs. Bass?
Like, let me unmute myself, okay?
Yes.
You know, I'm over here on Facebook and stuff and seeing everybody's success and commenting. I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I am fabulous. I am fabulous. I know you're doing amazing because I see what you're doing, but we got to tell people what you're doing because we can't keep this a secret. Tell me, what has been your experience with DS Domination? How did you even get here?
It's funny that you brought me out because you know what? I'm so excited. My sponsor is actually on the Hangout tonight. Okay, so
who is your sponsor?
My sponsor is Pam. She's actually on the Hangout tonight, so I just love her.
Awesome.
Actually, I'm like 3 generations deep today, so it's like Pam, then me, then Jen. So I'm really excited, and just right there, Val, I have never been able to do that, in my whole, I've been online since 2008, never built a team down to, I looked and I have a 5th level now.
Oh.
So I looked and, and Pam, she of course will know. But I've never ever done that. And, I'll just be flat out honest with you all tonight. Online, on Facebook, Twitter, and, on social media, we can make ourselves look like whatever we want to look like, right? So people can see you and they can think like, oh my God, she's making 6 figures online. She's doing this online, and some people have probably thought that I have like had this huge, internet marketing career, and I'm flying around the world and everything, when the fact of the matter is I've never made this much money this fast, ever, okay?
Ever?
Okay, wait, on a 9-to-5, actually, I take that back. On my 9-to-5, yes, I've seen this kind of money. But online, from the comfort of my home, copying and pasting pictures, Jen will know the drip method, okay? And so people ask me, Keisha, what do you do? I copy and I paste with Jing, a free program online. I use it all day long, And when I'm not doing that, I'm actually using my phone. Okay, I'm the mobile marketing mom. Okay, so I, swipe pictures and I just share pictures on Facebook. I do videos, and those two things have, when I looked last, I think I've done close to $15,000 since October.
Oh my God. Keisha, you just hit 10 like a couple of weeks ago, and you're already at 15? I remember when you hit 10.
Okay. Pam is on here, so if anybody knows if I'm lying or not, Pam knows. I'm pretty sure that her emails just blow up, right? Because and it's just like, all she said was, "Hey, Keisha, check this out," and I was like, "Pam, are you kidding me? Like, what? Like, you want me to do? Why would I pay this?" And so she can, but and just that's all I've done. This thing is so simple. I was able to. She shared the training with me. I went through the videos. I didn't have to call her and ask her, "Pam, can you hold my hand while I watch a video and stuff?" I watched the videos. I listed an item, and the next day, 24 hours, it sold. I was getting my kids ready for school, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, I didn't even, use any of my SEO ninja secrets, or I didn't. Color the pictures. I didn't put a border around the picture so that it would catch somebody's eye or anything like that. I just followed the train. Okay, I just did what he said. I went to Amazon. I found this product, and I said, okay, I'll list this. Whatever. I just listed it, right? I went to eBay, copy paste. I don't think I even did a good enough title at that point. I didn't know. I just said, freaking crap, it's a toaster, right? So there you go. That was my toaster. But so I just listed it, I priced it, I used the eBay calculator just like the training instructs you to do. I used the eBay calculator, I priced it so that I would make a profit, and boom, it sold. Just like that.
Wow. Okay. Now,
yeah.
Keisha, you're the perfect one to ask this question because we've been talking about the eBay side of the business, and then we've mentioned here and there about the affiliate side. I've mentioned residual income. Can you explain to us the two different ways we can make money with DS Domination?
Absolutely. And I would say there's three, but that's just, that's me. I say the eBay side, copying and pasting, right? So you can simply, be a customer, right? And I have a bunch of customers. I mean, most of the people I have are actually customers. They don't want to recruit, they can't recruit, right? And so you can just be a customer, right? So that's one side. The other thing is you can be an affiliate, which means that you go out and you actually share the training with others, which is what, many of us do. That's why we're having this hangout tonight. You can share the training with others, and you can make, that's 2 full-time incomes.
Yep.
I mean, you may, value yourself $3,000 in the first 30 days. Like, people don't make that on their jobs, right? I mean, so just think, so there's that side, then there's the affiliate side, which, I never in my life will ever punch a clock again. I mean, I think at this point now we're close to about $5,000 residual monthly. And yeah, I don't ever
why would you go back?
Somebody talks to me about going to a job or even another company, and I think, like, you guys, this is the easiest money I've ever made, in my life. And I'm a college graduate. I got a bachelor's in business with a concentration in computer information systems, so I'm very smart. Okay, I'm very smart. Okay, but I'll be dumb to really think about going and trading time, for dollars ever in my life. Like, that's crazy to even think about it anymore, right? So, but yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I just keep doing videos and stuff, and e-commerce is the way to go.
Oh my goodness. So that's your story, Keisha. And you mentioned something about you're the mobile mom. Now, how are you building your business mobily? What do you do? Like, you're not stuck to your laptop all the time?
I am personally not. I have a phone. I tell people your phone is an investment in your business. So I was just at the Family Fun Center. I'm still actually in my jacket and everything. I was at the Family Fun Center. I checked my email, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, I just had a new team member that joined. So from my phone, I basically can swipe, right? I can get a screenshot of what happened. I can share that on Instagram. I can share it on Facebook. I can share it on Twitter. Everything right from my phone. So if I get on the computer, it's great. But I can actually just hang out on the phone. Honestly, I could have just, did this at the Family Fun Center. So that's why I say, don't make excuses about having time. There's no excuses. Make time, get tools that you can use so that you can be a better businesswoman or businessman. Because if you want to make money, you got to be accessible. You got to be everywhere. And that's what I tell people. Exposure. It's all about exposure. How many times you post on Facebook one time a day, you're not making any money.
Nope.
You're not.
Yeah.
If you do one video a day, it's good, but I try to keep up with John, right? I'm trying to keep up with John, and John does man, I see his videos every time I log in.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. Well, thank you so much, Keisha. Always a pleasure having you on the panel. And we got a beast right here, and I like to call her a special guest because this girl right here is just crushing it in the group. Lakeisha, my dear, it's so good to have you here. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can definitely hear you.
Hi, everybody.
Lakeisha, I know you had a big day today, but before we get to that, how did you get here? What were you doing before DS Domination?
I am a registered
nurse. Oh, you're breaking up, Lakeisha?
I am a registered nurse. I have a bachelor's degree, and I've been around the industry for around 20 years, as well, as for about 20 years. So I'm absolutely, totally burned, sick and tired of begging my friends, family. The first thing when I come to town, like I'm in Alabama right now, they want to know, well, what you doing now? That look. So, it's just exciting that I don't have to call my friends and family this time around. So I'm just super excited about it. So I actually saw a video of K Ready, and so that was kind of how I knew about it. And so anything that I think is profitable, I always contact Kerry because he is the man about town. So I know that he always knows what's going on. So I contacted and found out that Kerry was a part of DS Domination. So I knew that he doesn't deal with anything that's not, on the up and up, that's legit. So I said, you know what, let me just jump on it. And so I started actually October 15th. I signed up and I just sat on it. I was just, laying there like pond water. I did nothing with it. Occasionally I did invite a couple people to watch the hangout. And as a result of that, then one of my ex-coworkers joined, and she had a good amount of success. Like she sold on the pro level, the $20 level, she had sold about 20 items at that time. So I'm like, Karen, what are you selling? Because I did anything. I just, bought into it. Anyway, that was really how I came into DS Domination, and I posted my first item December 4th, actually December 2nd, after I heard that she was really selling. I told her, I said, well, just give me a hint. What you selling? So she just naming some things. So I said, it's really that easy. I'm actually online looking for a part-time nursing job when I don't want the first nursing job. So that's really how I came. And with me listing starting December 2nd, I listed a couple of items. My mom and I were on our way out to church, and I listed those 2 items, and the next day at work, those 2 items sold, both of them. Actually, I sold 4 items, then I sold 8 items, then I sold, so it just went on and on from there.
Whoa.
Like Carrie was finally get that first sale. It's just like a grape popping. Once you pop that grape, it's gonna be on, and that's really how.
Wow. So, okay, so you were looking for a second job, and you decide, and you came and you decided to really take this seriously, and now you're no longer looking for a second job?
No, I'm about to get resignation right away.
Say it again, Lakeisha, you broke up there a little bit.
No, I'm about to really turn in that resignation. It's pretty much written, you know, but I gave myself a date and a deadline, and again, I want to build my residual to that amount, and then, you know, doing like I'll be joining the you know, totally retired and working from home. I can't wait.
Wow. And you said you already have a date. Did you already write your resignation letter? Do you have a date set already?
I do have a date set. I'm not closing.
You know, you got to disclose it to make it happen.
Well, I can't disclose it.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but I want to
That's
talk
okay.
about,
Put
say
it in
again.
here first. All right, I'm put it in July 1st. My 42nd birthday is
Oh
going
my
to be
goodness.
Phil, and come to my birthday bash, retire.
Now, something happened to you today, and I want to get to that, and I hope we can hear you before you cut off. What happened today? Because I saw something pop in our Facebook group. Something happened with you today.
Okay, well, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, I got off work. Usually I do this business when I'm off. I'm a night nurse. I work 12-hour nights. So I went to work Friday, Saturday, and Monday night. I got off Tuesday, had a horrible night, but I still got off, and I went online and posted a couple ads to some of the resources that we learned through a video that was done. And so anyway, from that video and two of my members upgraded, I woke up to a $510 day.
Jeez.
Tuesday.
Oh my goodness. $510 in one day.
Yes, while I was asleep.
While you were sleeping.
Yes.
That was before you went to work. Okay.
Yes, while I was asleep.
Amazing. And you've only been doing this since December 2nd, is that right?
I started in October, but I didn't do anything with it until December.
Until December.
Yes.
So you're talking about a month and a half later, and you had a $500 day.
Yes.
Jeez.
And so today on our group, and I saw that Jen had like $500 in sales, and I was like, boy, Jen, you know, I was just like at the mouth. And I was like, boy, that would be so great, you know, just to have. I'm just thinking in my mind, because it was like 5 days. I hadn't sold anything in 5 days. I was, you know, working so hard to do everything and just hopeful that I would get my PayPal, you know, get my release to be free to buy. Here I was, God sold a thing. So I told my mom, I was like, I'm going to max out my listing. Carrie told me to max it out. I'm going to max it out. So I maxed
And now look at your results. You have this, you're rocking and rolling, and it is such a pleasure because, you know, when you get on the Hangouts and you start talking, people want to pass around like the collection plate because people so pumped and excited. Thank you so much, Lakeisha. It's such a pleasure to have you on the panel again. I mean, you are just doing incredible things, and thank you, Carrie, for bringing Lakeisha a part of our lives here because we need stories like hers. Thank you so much, Lakeisha.
And $600 days?
Yes, so
Can I get
today,
some? Can I get some?
Today I made a $600 day.
And today was $600.
Yes, today was $600.
Wait, so you had like in less than a week $1,100.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus.
So today, night before last, about 2 a.m., I listed a couple of items up, and I was kind of hesitant. But after watching the training, watching the video, and I remember one of those videos said, it's okay to make over $100 per sale. And after I just remembered that video in my mind, I went for it. And then I even undercut like by several $100s. So when I relisted tonight, I know that I could make probably $800.
Jeez. Okay. Now that's a testimony for you. Thank you so much, Lakeisha. Oh my goodness, that's insane. Pam! Oh my goodness! Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. So awesome to have you here tonight. I have seen you on so many places and so many times, and it's a pleasure to have you here. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
I'm excited to be here with all of you superstars.
Well, clearly you are one of the superstars too, because, and that's another thing that's great about the team. With this panel, it changes all the time. So there are just rock stars all over the place. And Pam, clearly you are one of them. So thank you for making the time to be here with us. So I've seen you before, and I know you're killing it out there. But how did you end up here with us? How did you end up on this panel? How did you end up with DS Domination? Pam? Oh, goodness. Is Pam frozen?
Yeah, we lost her.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to move on down the line. I'm going to move on down. Oh, is she back, Pam? Ah. Okay. Oh, hopefully Pam will catch with us again. Yvonne.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Nice fresh face. I love it. Good to see you.
Nice
How are you tonight?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing awesome. How about yourself?
I am doing great. I am doing so great tonight. Great to have you on the panel. Yvonne, your story. How did you get to DS Domination? How did you get on this road?
Okay. Well, you know, I joined DS Domination back in August, just a few days after it launched.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't on the Unit of Prosperity team. I actually joined directly under someone who didn't really have a team atmosphere. And I saw the eBay side as being absolutely amazing. I have previous eBay experience. So I used to be a platinum power seller back many years ago when it was much harder and you had to have a business license in order to do drop shipping. And so back in 2007, I actually closed my eBay store because I lost my twin sister who was helping me do it. She passed away. And so at that point, I closed my store because I didn't know how to do drop shipping. She was doing it all, basically. Let's put it that way. I would make the listings look really pretty, and she would find the companies that we would, you know, contract with. So I closed my store, and when DS Domination dropped in my lap in August, it was at an opportune time because I was so tired of building my team. I've been in the industry since the year 2000. I'm 14 years in this game. Wow. And I know how to recruit. I can do Craigslist ads. I can do Facebook marketing. I can do video marketing. I can do all of the stuff that I've learned over the years, but it was just disheartening having this huge team of people struggling. And so that's how I came to DS Domination. Now, I'll tell you, I didn't list my first item for like a month because I was working on a different project. So I immediately bought all the products, but I didn't do anything until like a month later. And so I started listing on, I had a seasoned eBay account, so I didn't have any limits. So I was able to just start listing. And I'll tell you, I was doing the math, calculating so I could share my testimonial with you guys today. And I'm right at $27,000 in profit on the eBay side.
Whoa, slow down.
My mic just went out. My mic just went out.
I felt like I just got hit in the head with a sack of bricks. Wait a minute. So $27,000 in profit since what, September?
Yes, since September. I started listing in September. I just got excited and addicted to the fact that I could list and find profit. I mean, I count every day how much I can go to the ATM and pull out. And before it was $100 a day, then it was $200 a day. I think I counted for the last 24 days in a row. I pulled out no less than $360 every single day just on the eBay side.
Whoa. Good grief.
Yeah. So the cool thing about it is just being able to list on the eBay side and seeing all the posts on Facebook about this Unit of Prosperity team. I decided to join Dave Farad in the Unit of Prosperity and buy all the products again, just because I love the team atmosphere that you guys have created here.
Wow.
And now I decided that I am going to go and be an affiliate and share this with the people that were struggling. Just finally being able to share something that absolutely works, regardless of your experience.
All right, I got to stop you because I need to make this very clear. You did not recruit a single person to make that $27,000.
No, well, I'll take that back. I have 10 people that I did recruit, and these are people who asked me, what are you doing, Yvonne? We haven't heard from you in months. What are you doing? So
Right.
I do had, and on the other team, I had about 9 people. I've only brought one person in since I've been in the Unit of Prosperity. But no, the $27,000 is pure eBay profit, just selling on eBay.
I'm like flabbergasted. I'm completely flabbergasted because I'm looking at my notes here. I'm like September, October, November, December, September, October, November, December, January. That's like 5 months. It's like we're going into month 5, and
Right.
that's on average about $5,000 a month, which comes out to about $60,000 a year,
Right.
which is higher, very high. It puts you in middle class income.
Right. Well, I was doing the math, and I was like, at $360 a day puts me at 10 grand a month, and that's on weekends. You know what I mean? That's not your 9 to 5 job, and you don't get paid because you didn't work on Saturday and Sunday. You get paid
Right.
every single day here, and so being able to generate a daily income on eBay just go to the ATM at nighttime and pull out 360, amazing.
Well, you said something about the team atmosphere. What was it that made you want to be on the Unit of Prosperity?
Well, I'll tell you, my friend Dave Farad, out in Colorado, that's where I'm from. By the way, most people know me as Yvonne from Colorado. And so just watching him post on eBay, I was like, I saw him post, and then I think it was Ron was posting. I saw Carrie. I just see some posts because I'm friends with a lot of people on Facebook, and I was like, I gotta be on that team. And I called Reginald, and I was like, I love what you've done here. You've done the marketing system, the blogging system. Come on, the blogging system, the marketing system. We all know about the other program where you can get a blogging system for $25. But just everything he put together, I was like, I gotta be on that team. So I'm willing to go all in again. Just to be on that team, to be an affiliate. And it's not even so much for me, because I can recruit. But I want to be able to, when I do finally start sharing this with everybody, because I plan on doing so now, when I do finally start sharing it, I want them to be able to plug in to a team atmosphere to get their questions answered. If they can't reach me, there's people in the team. I'm just blown away by what Carrie's put together, just all the trainings from Josh, just everything that I see. I wanted to be a part of the team. So I was like, let me just do it all again, go all in again, and here I am.
You're blowing me away because you said you bought all the products again just to be on the Unit of Prosperity.
I did.
Drop the mic.
I did, and my sponsor did. We both did because we wanted to be on this team.
And has it been everything you hoped for?
It has. Again, I've recruited one person since being on this team. But again, it wasn't something I did. It was, just a conversation. What are you doing these days? You've been really quiet. So I've quietly been selling on eBay.
You're quietly killing it. You're quietly killing it.
Right, right.
That's incredible. That's really wow.
Not just follow the videos, follow the training, upgrade, get in so that you can make a higher profit on the items that you're listing, and just keep doing it. Go just gangbuster and list. If you have if you can list 10 items, list it. If you have a 100 item limit, list them. Just list and get to the point where you have items jumping off the shelf.
Oh my goodness. Wow, Yvonne. Amazing. Your testimonial is incredible.
Well,
I mean, your success is really, and again, a disclaimer, results will vary. These results are not typical. You got to be able to cut and paste and follow directions. And if you think you can do that, there's a link underneath this video. There's a little box that says join our team. And that's all you got to do is pay your $20 and join our team and put yourself in a position to be able to withdraw $360 a day from your bank account, because you have the training and you have the team to help you get started and be successful. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for your testimonial, for being on the panel.
You're welcome.
Val, can I interject?
Pam, are you back? I can't hear you, Pam.
Here we go.
Are you there? All right.
I have no clue what happened.
Well, it doesn't matter. We got you back. Got you back. So Pam, how did you get started with DS Domination?
Well, I've been friends with Reginald. I don't know for how long, but I've always considered Reginald someone that I think is sharp. And I kept seeing him post something about eBay, and I think my exact message was, "What's up with this eBay stuff you're doing?" And he told me right there. He said, "Oh, you need to get in this." So that's how I got started.
He just said, "Just get in," and you said, "Okay."
Well, you know, from certain people, when they say that, you trust it. Reginald's one of those people.
I agree. I totally agree. So when did you get started?
Well, my story is a little sad because I actually got started, I believe, either the end of September or the beginning of October, and I kind of slept on things a little bit. So I've been in it for a while,
Right.
and I would post stuff, so I was making money, but I didn't really take full advantage of it like I should have.
Right. So when did you start taking it seriously then?
When I saw all the money all you guys were making. Because my friend, my dear friend and sis, Keisha, was just making this enormous amount of money, and I kept saying to myself, well, if she's making all this money and I sponsored her, what the heck am I making? So when I went and started looking at the numbers and paying attention, I was going, oh my God, what the heck am I doing? So that's when it took me a minute to kind of pull myself from some other things, but I'm 100%. It's just too easy, and I added it all up, and between my affiliate commissions and the money I'm making on sales, it's almost, if not 200,000 a year.
Is how much?
200.
200 a day?
No, 200,000.
Whoa!
Look, you girl, me, I was shocked.
$200,000, Pam?
Yeah, because you know what? Here's what happened. You guys are all amazing. Keisha, oh my God, thank God for bringing her in.
Yeah, Keisha's a beast.
Oh, don't you think I knew? Because I had no clue. I was just like pulling money out, but I wasn't taking the time to see how much I had made for the week or for the month. I just wasn't keeping up with it. It was like,
wow.
It was something that I was passively building. I was selling stuff, but I wasn't like you guys. I wasn't into it and telling everyone. I was just kind of selling something here, make $300-400 and not saying anything. And I was happy with that. But then when Keisha posted she was hitting 10, I'm not doing as much, but I got to be somewhere in there. And sure enough, it just floored me. I think when I checked it the first time, it was a few weeks ago, and I saw that my residual income was close to $60-some thousand a year. And then when I started adding up my sales, I was going, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Floored me.
And this is with you not taking it seriously at first.
Listen, when I say that I signed up a handful of people, that's all I did, and then I went off and did something else. Shame on me.
But $200,000 a year, just from eBay and affiliate sales. So you're telling me that you can do that. You can do this. You have two separate streams of income here, and you're making ridiculous amounts of money.
Well, you know what? The thing is like most of you guys on the panel, I upgraded. Took me a while to do some of it, but I upgraded, and then I started to apply those principles, and it's so much easier to make more money quickly. So I'm not having to do as much work to make more money. I wish I could explain it differently, but it's so easy and simple. It's like the easiest money you'll ever make. It really is.
And you've been in other things before, and what did you have to do before to make this kind of money?
Give blood, tissue samples, bag. I mean, here's the crazy thing. I was looking, and I know we're not talking about affiliate commissions, but I was looking and just seeing how quickly all of this grew. It was almost like my eyes were closed and everything grew so quick, and that's what made me really start putting my attention on it. Because if it can grow like this without me doing anything, what happens if I'm putting my attention to it? So that's where I'm at, and that's just, being honest and truthful. I slept on it for several months. Didn't realize how much I was making, and once I really saw it and saw my friend just like explode, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm sitting here, and because of some of you guys making really great money doing hardly anything. So yeah, now I'm going, okay, well, I need to do more.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I thought like Yvonne blew me away, and then Pam comes on, and you like seal the whole hangout. um, that's unbelievable. I can't believe that, so you've been other things where it was hard to you had to give blood, plasma. I've been there before. And now here you are without putting in that much effort because you have a team that's building. And now you're about to you're about to slam on the accelerator and really take off. So I can only imagine what your life is going to be like in just like another 90 days.
Here's a wonderful thing. For this company and for this program, I haven't had to pull anyone into it. Everyone who's come into it, they're interested in it themselves. I was explaining this to someone earlier that they want to upgrade on their own because they want to improve their own situation.
Right.
To convince them, the company is not trying to force people in. I was with a company where basically you were little or nothing unless you spent over $5,000 to get all in. So realistically, the fact that you can come here, start off for $20 and move to each level, because that's what I tell people to do. Come in at $20, don't even become an affiliate. But I tell you what's been happening. People have been signing up to become an affiliate within their first 24 to 72 hours because they make those first few sales and it's like fire.
Yep, it's true, and I've definitely seen that going on. Thank you, Pam, so much for your $200,000 testimonial.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, so good to have you on the panel, on the council. Amazing. Everyone, again, results will vary, but the only way you're going to get any result is to simply just start. And it's $20. People spend more on that every single day on things that will never improve their lives. And you have an opportunity right here with a group of leaders or whoever invited you here. Please get back to the person who invited you here to get started and to join us and be one of the next people on our panel. So that is it. We went over tonight, but I think it was worth it. We had some incredible testimonials, some brand new faces. You got to meet the council. You got to see people who are just taking no shorts. They're not making any excuses, and they're getting out there and they're getting success. So for those of you who are ready, there's a button. Join our team. Get back with the person who brought you here and get started with us. And that is it for our hangout tonight. Thank you, everyone on the panel for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for watching us, for sticking around. And we will see you again next week, same time, Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night.
Click the link below.
Thanks, Valerie.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for being on.
Superstar.